This is your WW3 news of Friday morning. Well, the United Kingdom and other European countries, problems dealing with illegals. It's not just the poverty and other things they bring with it. They bring criminality of every types, whether they come from grooming gangs or your would-be jihadi terrorists, which in the country they have intend to claim status of fake refugees, absolutely hate the culture, language and everything what that place stands for. And when they get caught, they don't even speak one word of that language of that country, i.e. the United Kingdom. And obviously you need an interpreter of various exotic languages, which it looks like, judging from in the last few years, the numbers have shot up. The cost. Yes, we pay for these toss pots, as well as the solicitors paid by us. You then have to pay for interpreters. And obviously, Labour is always behind saying shenanigans, favouring this type of populations which no one really wants. But, making it more easy online to cheat the language testing United Kingdom. And, then afterwards they, if they do go to prison, and after the sentence, when they're released, they will say they will have to stay on the basis of human rights, otherwise in their country they'll be persecuted. Sincerely, I do not give a fuck whether they get persecuted or not. It's not our problems. We have to deal with our own daily, ordinary problems, not deal with third world country problems. And their backwards culture. And obviously this ruins the scenario for those people who legally settle in the United Kingdom. They work, they do not create no such problems for no one, and there you are. All of a sudden we have to import third world problems. The invaders don't just come from France, they come from Belgium as well. Unbelievable. And what the Belgian authorities or the French authorities are doing? Nothing. You pursue those who try to stop these people coming over, and so on. And obviously the French government has received from the British government are about 700 million quid in the last few years or so to buy them a patrol boats. Can't they use their own stuff? Haven't they got patrol boats regarding this? Considering the English Channel is a very busy maritime or naval commercial route, and obviously you have these fucking dinghies popping out from nowhere which are not ship shape, and most of the occupants haven't got the foggiest idea how to set to sea, which is just an absolute menace for the naval traffic in that channel. 60 of them on these big inflatable boats, whatever. Not even in the most elementary kits when you go navigate on the four seas Nothing. And then after, when one of these boats tip over, they have to risk coast guards' lives and the use of vessels to fish these people out of the fucking channel. And obviously there are tragedies. Some of these people do drown, and they want, and obviously the narrative which is peddling to make you want to feel sorry. I don't think one should be so sorry for these devils. They're daft, stupid, ignorant anyway. You risk your own life in an English Channel, which is very trafficked with, was it ferry boats, cargo vessels, obviously these people who set sail or who are behind this trafficking people, obviously they end up probably in the criminality or some bloody sweatshop as cheap labour. Not just your future Labour voters, which they probably haven't got the foggiest idea what politics of that country is all about. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's obvious these resources should be best spent at home instead of thrown away behind people, useless people, which they do not integrate. They only just cause trouble and just an absolute general nuisance for everyone, basically. Why not for the left spouting out human rights and stuff like that? What about the human rights of the locals? Have the right to live in a, safe society. May not perfect, but, most of these people who come over, they do bring poverty and criminality with them, and terrorism as well. It's logic, common sense you shouldn't use. You don't want to integrate. As simple as that. Let's send you back home where you want to go. If you want to risk your life to be drowning in the English Channel, I don't see the motive or the reason why people should risk their lives or take the responsibility for these people. It's their own responsibility. They are adults anyway, in the end, most of them, of male military age. It's the increase of these numbers of these people, in time will just only destabilise society as we know it in each nation, being contaminated by backward cultures, which has nothing in common with us. And at the end of the day, they don't want to integrate. They want to create their own communities, ghettos and stuff like that. Already exists, these type of ghettos up and down in the United Kingdom. It's not just from yesterday. We're talking about decades. Luton, Birmingham, Leeds. There's Islamic communities. And they started creating no-go areas in the United Kingdom. Thinking, making believe it's their country. Unbelievable. The problem is, there are those politicians who permit these people to do so, what they bloody like. If someone goes against it, they call you racist and all that type of chicken shit, which, sincerely, I do not swallow that shit or that narrative. Because obviously, who follow this liberal narratives, let's face it, mentally speaking, they're not compass mentors in your head. They do not follow logic nor reason. And they talk about democracy. If you speak out against them, I try citing you straight away. It's typical of socialism and communism, really. What they believe in. And the fact is, these so-called newcomers, invaders, what the bloody hell you call them, they will use you. They are used. They will use you as tanks for votes, and probably even for slave work, underpaid jobs which slowly in the foreseeable future, new technology is taking away. Robotics, AI. You'll be happy, miserable and unemployed, and they give you universal income. 15-minute cities. This is the future of humanity if it continues on this pace, unless it doesn't do a U-turn and say, listen, this is not progress. This is actually going backwards.